Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Got it, buddy.
As you can see in the title, we're here to talk one of our favorites. This is Netflix's The Ultimatum. This is season 2. We are doing this by week. So this is week 2. This is the finale and the reunion. Make sure you're subscribed here and on TikTok so you can catch all of our coverage. Brian, right off the bat, I mean, full spoilers, everyone, obviously. This was tough. This was not, this was probably like the worst episode ending out of the 3 seasons so far, including the season of Queer Love that like we didn't have a lot of high hopes for, but at least ended up actually having drama in the end, and we didn't know what was going to happen to these couples.
Right.
Everyone stayed together. Everyone is getting married, including Roxanne, who won't put her ring on.
Yeah, I still think that they're kind of on the fence, but they did say yes. There's like no drama. I think only Kat and Alex had a date, right?
Yeah, only Kat and Alex, and as of the reunion, everyone is still together.
Yeah.
So not what we had on our scorecards and our predictions, because we just assume that like this is what happens in these shows. I'm very curious how the producers feel about it, because it's just like, if you logically think about this now, so you were to tell somebody like what happened this season, you would go, 5 couples had one of the people in the couples say either you marry me or I'm going to go date attractive people and dump you. And so the other half all proposed. And someone would go, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, why wouldn't you? If they're either propose or I'm going to date hot people on TV, and they all proposed. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of it's just ingenuous. It like seems disingenuous. I mean, again, I brought Roxanne up. I'm sorry, but like she don't like the guy. It's like there's something that this is like a therapy exercise for her or something. Like she's like, she doesn't want to hurt the guy, but she also
Right.
knows that she doesn't want commitment. And so like she's like, well, this is as nice of a guy maybe I'll get who will deal with my circumstances. And it just seems so like, I mean, the part where she actually literally had to admit it at the end of the episode, which was real dick move, is that like you're literally wearing 9 rings except for your ring finger. Like, and
Yeah.
she realized that, and she was like, yeah, it's kind of, it's like, that's like screaming. And this guy, I'm sorry, but like, where's his self-worth at in all this? Like he's
I
like
don't know,
saying to
man.
himself out loud that like, oh, maybe if I check more boxes, then I can make her wear her ring. What?
Yeah. Honestly, if you take out her and Lisa and Brian, this would be a snooze fest of a season. Like Lisa and Brian were the most interesting people. They weren't even on it.
I love Lisa. Lisa really, like, if you really go back and rewatch the reunion, she never really like apologizes
No, she
for,
didn't. She's like,
she
I don't
just
care.
she don't care. Like, and then she's like, she does start to say things like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. But
Hmm.
what she means is like act up on camera. She doesn't regret a single. She thinks that what's her name is literally like a tramp. It's like it's actually classic. Who am I
Yeah.
thinking? Raya. Raya.
Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
yeah, that was funny. I mean, honestly, besides that, like you said, man, it's like everyone else, they just came off as like normal people who just like I don't. It's just people watching this review. Why does this guy seem so like tentative? I'm like, I just don't really know what to say. And I
Yeah.
feel for you. Like, there's a lot of reviews of this show on YouTube, straight up, guys, that are going to be like an hour long. This, God bless you. If you're even a creator watching this and like scouting, I'm not wasting it. Like, there's
No.
just like, it was boring.
Yeah. The only thing that like made me laugh was like James used like talking about sounding rods. I didn't. That was kind of wild, honestly. Like that was the most interesting part of the reunion. It had nothing to do with anything that happened on the show.
No.
So it's just and the hall pass thing. The hall pass thing was kind of funny,
Yeah.
but that had nothing. That's the thing. That had nothing to do with what happened on the show.
Meanwhile, like the biggest drama, I guess you could say, on this was like Kat like defending herself against Natasha's comments about her and Alex, and even then, like she looked scared to death to me to be even making those comments. She's like, "You don't know us. You're wrong. You're wrong, and you just don't know
Yeah.
me." And I'm like, "That's all. That's all the heat you're bringing to
Do you
this
mean
chicken."
Roxanne?
No, I'm saying no. Kat was saying that to Roxanne, like
Oh, I
because
thought you
she
said
was.
Natasha. I was like, is he talking Vanessa or I didn't know.
Yeah, no, sorry. So yeah, so Catherine towards Roxanne.
Okay.
Sorry, right?
Yeah.
Um,
He talked the most. I mean, we barely heard from Trey or Raya, minus the Lisa stuff. Like Trey barely spoke, and I don't think Alex really spoke that much. It was just kind of like
Alex Spoken came off relatively likable. He was like, "Yeah, it was funny when you called me a turd."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like
Mhm.
this. I'm not worrying about it. That guy went into like the right attitude. So I don't know. I mean, maybe like production like eased up on these couples a little bit. Maybe like there's we saw the crap with the guy from last season of Love Is Blind saying that like he can't get a job now and like they over alcoholed them and underpaid them and blah 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 blah. So maybe like Netflix was like, all right, man, cool, be nice to people, I guess. But
That was your boy. That was 2 seasons ago. That was the guy you thought could be gay.
yeah, and Tim was that yeah, it was 2 seasons ago
I don't
already.
remember his wife's name, but like she was the one who like would party and or like dance on the tables.
Dance on the tables and he couldn't stand it.
Oh,
Yeah, and like
yeah, I
she got
remember.
mad the first night when they did the mixer and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, exactly. She's the one who said she had lost like all this weight and things like that
Mhm.
too, but was still self conscious. It was like Nick and something. I know. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
Nick
that
and
sounds right.
Nick sounds right. I've some in the comments. Let us know. I'll look this up after. But look, as far as Netflix reality is one, like yeah, I think this may have been probably the weakest entry in the Lachey verse. However, thankfully, September 1st, we do have Love Is Blind season. What is it? Season 3 after 4 after the
Or
altar.
after the altar, yeah.
4 after the altar, and then in a few weeks we do get season 5. So the Netflix stuff is going to pick up. They also, Bry, and I'll mention this here on the video, guys. They did put a cast out as well for Perfect Match season 2.
Oh, cool.
I forgot to mention that in our
I
group
did not
text
see
as
that.
well. So that's got a lot of the arena, Micah, like those people from last season are going to be
Okay,
on
cool.
this season. So yeah,
Cool.
it'll be good. So I'm assuming that probably will drop right after Love Is Blind is over. I think.
Nobody from this season.
Well, we'll see next season though how many of them
Yeah.
stayed together, right? But overall, hey guys, let us know your thoughts. If you
Mhm.
disagree with me and you think that like I'm not giving it its proper due, let me know why. I'd be interested to hear the case. I'm just not gonna,
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Like the episodes were like 30 minutes, so they probably were grasping like at anything just for content. So
I sent you that text. I was like, yeah, short episode, and then I was like, oh, it was short because nothing happens.
right. Proposes says yes. Proposes says yes. That's my notes. Proposes says yes. Like,
That would be the worst 60-second review of all time, be a
yeah.
15-second review.
Mhm.
Um, but hey, again, please subscribe here and on Netflix. We cover way more than just the Netflix shows here and on TikTok. I said here on Netflix. We cover more than just the Netflix shows. A lot of stuff premiering in September. So check out our playlist and you won't miss a thing. But until next time, for myself and Brian, thank you. Peace.